In case you missed it, Kevin Feige revealed more about the Marvel future with Variety, this time specifically talking about what to expect with the X-Men casting. Let's talk about it. According to Variety's article with Kevin Feige, casting for X-Men will begin soon, and specifically, Marvel will be looking for younger talent rather than A-listers to, quote, keep the cost down. Now, honestly, I am a little torn on this news, and I will get to that, but when it comes to keeping the cost down for the casting, it does make sense because of what X-Men is. This could end up being one of Marvel's most expensive films ever because of the amount of characters and powers and effects that are going to be required to make this film. But also, we have to look at Marvel when they first started with the MCU. Not Robert Downey Jr., but the Chris Hemsworths and the Chris Evans who signed on to play those characters. They weren't household names like they are now. If they are able to do what they did then with the X-Men movies and take it into the future for the next 10, 15 years, that's exactly what I hope for. But I will say, I don't expect them to go fully away from all A-listers. I definitely expect an A-lister or two to be joining the X-Men franchise because why wouldn't you have a household name play Professor X or Cyclops? Now the part of this news where I'm just a little hesitant about, they talk about younger actors for these characters. I have said for a very long time, ever since the X-Men have joined the MCU, probably even beforehand, I don't want high school versions of these characters. We have seen that before, but also I don't think high school versions of these characters fit inside the MCU and currently where it is going. Look, I understand that X-Men majority of the time takes place at a freaking school. I understand that. And I'm not saying that a couple of the characters can't be the high school age, but I would love to see maybe college versions of these characters somewhere in that early 20s range that fits perfectly alongside someone like Peter Parker. And I do say that because there is this gap in the MCU ages right now. Not that it's that important, but Spider-Man is really the only major character in that age gap. We have the Young Avengers who are very much that high school versions of the heroes, and then we have everyone above in the 30s and beyond above the Peter Parker. Look, in all honesty, it's just me nitpicking at this point. This is what I want from the MCU X-Men. It's just my personal opinion. I don't want 14, 15, 16-year-old Jean Grey and Cyclops running around. I want to see someone who's in between the first class version and the OG X-Men ages, someone in that 20 to 30 range. And because I have such a big opinion on this right now, because the X-Men are coming very, very quickly and be the main point in the MCU going forward, I'm going to do a video next week that is revealing all of my fan casting for what I think the X-Men team could look like in the future. But until then, leave all of your opinions on everything I just talked about, as well as who you would love to see as the X-Men in the MCU down in the comments.